I've always loved anagrams, homophones, puns, and I thought, where can I channel this evil affliction? And I thought, well, there's advertising, but that clearly is just too well paid. I needed penury on my side because I also had aspirations to be a writer. And I've managed beautifully to dovetail these two preoccupations into a crossword career, which has given me the flexibility to move around, to have no fixed office, and also a little bit of headspace when the words aren't tumbling in my head, to arrange those words into sentences and stories. So that's what I've been doing for the last 25 years, making crosswords as DA for the Sydney Morning Herald and The Age, as well as writing books, novels, non-fiction and stories and plays. And now DA, I should have warned you, for a lot of you out there will stand for don't attempt. For a minority and a passionate minority, it's dangerously addictive, but whichever camp you belong in, please, it's just a job, okay? It's just what Fairfax pays me to do. I don't necessarily go out of my way to inflict grief and hardship and heartbreak on your lives. But I hope you enjoy the next puzzle, because that's always the puzzle I'm looking forward to making most. I'm thinking of an Australian novelist whose the anagram of his first name is brain, and the anagram of his surname is actors, which some might say is an unlikely combination. Who is he? He is Brian Castro. And not only brain and actors, but he also holds BR, which is British, and then an anagram of Croatians, which is also an anagram of raincoats. But I'm going to bring the he back into play because there's something really weird and wonderful about Brian Castro's name. The first has to do with cars, because if you actually pull a Saab out of Brian Castro's name and then bring in an E, what's left is a Citroën. And then, if you get rid of Citroën, that R is taken away. Now I'm going to bring the R back in and do something else a little bit magical. If you pull out cans and you take out the E from he and bring in the H, you are left with Hobart. Two literary cities, both of which have literary festivals, and probably the reason why Brian Castro decided to be a writer. I can only presume.